Today, Pope Francis visited one of Mexico's poorest states. At a mass in Chiapas on the border of Guatemala, Francis denounced the abuse of Mexico's indigenous people. The area is the center of a migration crisis as Central Americans struggle to reach the U.S. Manuel Bojorquez takes us there.
These men have been walking for days, part of their desperate journey north. We have to keep going, says this man, because the situation in El Salvador is very dangerous. Violence and poverty have forced thousands to flee.
To get north gives you hope of a better life, una vida mejor.
But it has become a dangerous gamble.
900 to 1,000 new arrivals.
Emily Vicklin runs La 72, the only migrant shelter in this corner of Mexico.
A lot of people get robbed, raped, kidnapped, abused in some kind of way. Many of them say that they were not aware of it being this bad.
Vicklin says it's a result of Mexico's crackdown on its southern border, a multi-million-dollar program partially funded by the United States. But it hasn't stopped the migrants. Last year, La 72 housed more than 11,000.
It used to be a migrant house where people used to stay just a few days and they'll move on. We're now more like a refugee camp.
16-year-old Kevin Flores says gangs threatened to kill him in Honduras. He showed us where he crossed into Mexico.
How long did that take? ¿Cuánto tiempo te tardaste?
Como 3 días caminando.
3 days walking.
He wants to get to New York to be with his sisters. His fastest option is also the most dangerous: jumping on a northbound train. Some die on the train, he says. Others are thrown off, robbed, or beaten. Raids like this are common as part of the government crackdown, and train companies have hired private guards. This cell phone video shows the moment one guard on the approaching train here shot and killed a migrant. Despite the dangers, migrants still make any run they can for the midnight train. On this night, 20 from the shelter tried, but only 2 made it. The next morning, others were still waiting, willing to risk everything.
Mexico says its goal is to stop human smuggling, but Scott, a human rights group, argues Mexico and the U.S. are deporting migrants who are refugees, and at least 90 were recently killed after they were sent back home.
Remarkable report, Manuel Bojorquez in Mexico City. Manuel, thank you.